Jackson in for the touchdown.
Lamar Jackson earned his rightful spot as the number 1 ranked player on the NFL's top 100 players of 2020. From growing up with a famous rapper to outselling every major athlete in merchandising, here are 10 things you didn't know about Lamar Jackson. Number 10. He has a day named after him. You gotta be a special type of player to be both MVP and have a day named after you. Lamar Jackson hails from Pompano Beach, Florida, where he grew up and is still active in their community and youth programs. After hosting a free event for his Forever Dreamers Foundation that saw Jackson giving back to his community, the mayor of Pompano Beach declared that the first Saturday of July of every year would be known as Lamar Jackson Day. It goes to show how he is a man who strives for greatness, both on and off the field. Lamar Jackson is truly an inspiration and a great role model, not just for youth, but for everyone who wants to be a better person.
You have inspired me to follow my dreams.
Number 9. He is friends with Kodak Black. Lamar Jackson hails from Pompano Beach in Florida, the same place famous for its music scene where rappers like Kodak Black came from. What you might not know is that they both went to elementary school together and knew each other growing up. Lamar revealed that he often listens to Kodak's songs to get him hyped up before the games. Kodak shows support for his superstar friend by showing up to his football games. In fact, he was at their AFC North title game wearing a Lamar Jackson jersey. Jackson was amazing at that game and led the Ravens to a 26-24 victory over the Cleveland Browns. The team jokingly referred to Kodak Black as their lucky charm. Kodak was also seen hanging out at the locker room with Jackson and his teammates. And if you need more proof how close these two are, you can see Lamar doing the Kodak Bop during touchdown celebrations against the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. Number 8. He was pressured to change his position. There is no doubt that Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL today. However, that wasn't always the case. A lot of teams tried to get him to change his position, stating that his size and athleticism were a much better fit to be a receiver or anything but a quarterback.
Overall throwing motion, he is not a pure thrower of the ball. He pushes the ball, so I wondered.
Some scouts at the Combine even tried to get him to do workouts meant for receivers. You won't believe what happened next, so keep watching. Obviously, it didn't sit well with Jackson. Out of frustration, he decided to opt out of the draft combine. Instead, he kept his focus on being a signal caller. Using his unique blend of skill and athleticism, his adamance about staying a quarterback proved to be the right decision. As we all know, he is an elite quarterback playing at the highest level while being the face of the Baltimore Ravens. Number 7. His favorite player is Michael Vick. When you think of incredibly mobile quarterbacks who can both pass and rush for touchdowns, the first name that would pop in your head is Michael Vick. You could say that Michael Vick was the precursor to Lamar Jackson. While Vick had several controversies throughout his career, the man has undoubtedly changed the way quarterbacks play. There are many similarities in Lamar Jackson's and Michael Vick's style of play. Jackson has stated that he did model his game after Vick and continued to emulate his idol on the field. You can't make up what he did on the field. Lamar Jackson actually broke Vick's single-season record for rushing yards by a quarterback in 2019. He totaled over 1,206 rushing yards as opposed to Vick's 1,039 rushing yards.
Lamar, I just want to say congratulations on making history, one of many milestones that you will surpass.
Fun fact, that isn't the only record set by Michael Vick that Lamar Jackson broke. In Madden 21, he was given a speed rating of 96, eclipsing Vick's previous record of 94. This means that Lamar Jackson is the fastest quarterback in Madden history. Number 6. He called his mom the best coach he ever had. When he was only 8 years old, Lamar Jackson lost both his father and grandmother on the same day. That left his mother, Felicia Jones, alone to raise him and his siblings. It was around this time that she witnessed her son's potential to be a great athlete. Lamar originally didn't want to be a football player, and it was his mom who became the driving force for him to pursue the sport. While he was still young, his mom would train him and taught him how he could elude tackles. Soon after, she was coaching him and Lamar was outplaying other players at his level. He could run faster and throw farther than most of the kids his age. Felicia Jones instilled a determined mentality and an impressive work ethic to Lamar that carried over to his professional career. Needless to say, it all paid off. He had such a strong connection with his mother that he even named her as his manager once he went pro. Number 5. He ran track in high school. If you could use one word to describe Lamar Jackson's game, that word would be fast. I mean, this is the guy who rushed for 4,132 yards and had 50 touchdowns when he was in college at Louisville. It's not surprising that Jackson actually ran track for Boynton Beach High School. Before he was the football star we know today, he was pretty good at track and field. He mostly participated in the 100-meter dash and had a personal record of 11.45 seconds. No wonder linebacker C.J. Mosley noted that Jackson was a serious threat with his legs anytime he got out of the pocket. If you took a quick look at his athlete profile, you'd see that he competed in several meets where he did both the 100-meter dash and long jump. One of Lamar Jackson's biggest strengths is his speed, and it certainly shows. Number 4. He couldn't read a playbook during college. Lamar Jackson was a beast in high school. Dropping 50 points a game as Boynton Beach High School quarterback, he had the attention of every top college coach in 2015. After signing at Louisville, everything was looking good for the young star, but he hit a major roadblock on his road to success: reading the playbook. When he was playing football in high school, they didn't have a playbook. Instead, his coach would just draw up the play and they'd go after it. Jackson even said that the playbook looked like foreign letters to him. But that didn't stop him from dominating in college. He had to learn how to read the playbook, or else he wouldn't be able to play quarterback. He developed an unusual way of practicing his play calling by reciting plays while looking into a mirror. It's impressive how he was able to master the plays in such a short amount of time. And seeing his college highlight performances, you'd find it hard to believe that he started out not knowing how to read the playbook. Number 3. He sold more merchandise than every major athlete on Cyber Monday 2019. The 2019-2020 season is Lamar Jackson's real breakout year. Playing at a high level means that a lot of people are on board the hype train, so it's understandable that people would want to wear his merch. One of the biggest shopping days of the year, Lamar Jackson outsold every other athlete in total merchandise on Fanatics. Thanks to his incredible feats on the field, Jackson's merchandise led to a spike in sales. Tom Brady still holds the record for the best-selling jerseys on Fanatics, although it won't be a stretch for Jackson to catch up to his numbers when it's all said and done. Heck, even Pope Francis has his own Lamar Jackson jersey, though it was a gift from the team and not purchased by the Pope himself. Number 2. He played Pop Warner football against future NFL stars. Boynton Beach has long been a hotbed for talented athletes. There's a reason why scouts often go to South Florida looking for the next great footballers. So when one of the biggest youth football organizations like Pop Warner comes around, you definitely get a glimpse of potential NFL players. Lamar Jackson actually played Pop Warner football against notable future stars like Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley, Raiders cornerback Trayvon Mullen, and his very own Ravens teammate, wide receiver Marquise Brown. He even had a bit of a rivalry with Buffalo Bills running back Devin Singletary. They played on rival teams in Pop Warner and had fond memories of competing against each other. Number 1. He is the youngest quarterback to win MVP.
So congratulations to this year's most valuable player, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson had one of the best seasons for a quarterback in the history of the NFL. In a season where he became the only quarterback in NFL history to produce at least 3,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in a season, he has done more than enough to deserve winning the unanimous MVP award. He is only the second player in the league's history to become the unanimous MVP. Tom Brady was the first one back in 2010. He is also the youngest quarterback at the age of 22 to ever win the award. Not to mention, he is just the 9th player to win both the Heisman Trophy as a college athlete and the MVP as a professional athlete. The last person to win was Cam Newton in 2015. He has a pretty solid body of work despite being so young. It's no wonder he's receiving the Hall of Fame treatment. Both the helmet and the jersey he wore during the 2019 season are on display at the Pro Football Hall of Fame to commemorate his historic MVP season. Not bad for someone who just wrapped up his sophomore season. The future is looking very bright for the young quarterback. If he keeps this up, Lamar Jackson could very well be one of the greatest to ever play in the NFL. So what do you think? Did we miss anything? Which of these surprised you about Lamar Jackson? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.